So we got Crybaby finally starting to eat solid foods. Let me see if I can actually get in there really quickly. It's probably going to change the rotation of this. So she's just eating some gruel, some homemade gruel at that. Commercial bought gruel, some of it's okay. Honestly, you can make it a lot easier, in my opinion. So what I like to do is I take cereal, generally speaking, Frosted Flakes, or I'll take Life or Chex, something to the effect of that, and then I'll make a mix with water, a little bit of cow milk, a little bit of sugar, not much because the cereal already accounts for sugar, the Frosted Flakes. But if you're using like the Life or the Chex, then I add a little bit of sugar, an egg, and a little bit of oil. And then I mix that up and then soak the cereal with some cucumber, some general iceberg lettuce, cucumber, iceberg lettuce, and I think I threw a few grapes in there. Sometimes I add tomatoes in there as well. And I'll let it sit in that milk solution for maybe 20-30 minutes so it's fully saturated, and then I make it relatively thick so she'll go to drink the milk, but in the process of her trying to drink the milk, by default she kind of has to eat the food. So, and then also I just kind of stick to the same thing. So introducing her to the hydration aspect when she's eating the food, the crunch aspect when she's eating the food, and then the sweetness that the food has to offer as well. So that primary thing she's looking for is that milk flavor, and you see her going to kind of suckle, getting some of that juice that builds up in the corners. But again, you see how she has to start chewing and smacking. So even in the process of her, sucking the juice up, she's gonna get some of the lettuce, the Frosted Flakes, a little bit of the grape or something like that. And then if I don't have oil, I'll add cheese, something to the effect that I add a little bit of some generally some pasteurized cheese, something like that. Their digestive systems are building right now, so you want to start introducing them gradually. So she hasn't had about a bottle in about 5 days now. So again, like I said, she's really starting to acclimate to the semi-solid foods, the homemade gruel. So just showing you guys the status of what Crybaby is doing, and what you do with these small piglets and different things of that nature when you have to feed them by hand, and once you go from transitioning to weaning. Another thing that I do in my weaning is that I know when I'm gonna basically remove the bottle or take the bottle from them, I will fatten them up. So I'll kind of like overfeed them for maybe a day or two just to get some extra residuals on them, because then what's going to happen is that I'm not going to offer them the bottle whatsoever. And then the only time they do get the bottle, it'll just be pure water, hydration. And so they almost go on like a water fast for maybe 24 to 48 hours. And then I just start introducing small amounts of food to them. Again, not in a semi-solid state, in the gruel state again. So when you first introduce the food, don't add any milk to it. Just introduce small crumbled up food, granola, cereal, something like that. And they'll be relatively hungry. They may not eat it. They may eat it, but that's fine. And then I'd say just every day, just give them, at the end of the night, give them a bottle of water. And what's going to happen is they're going to start realizing, hey, this bottle isn't getting my stomach well. And then if you leave the food in there, the Frosted Flakes, the cucumbers, the various things of that nature, what happens is their natural instincts kicks in because it smells like food. And so to them, they'll get curious, they'll get hungry, and they are hungry. So then they'll start eating the natural foods a little bit at a time. But again, their digestive system isn't fully built. So once you can see that they're receptive to the food, start adding it to like a gruel mixture where it's and then progressively make it thicker and thicker. So you start with a thinner gruel mix, and then it gets progressively thick to where they're at the point where they're not even drinking anymore. They're just eating when the food is out there. It's just solid and semi-solid food slop. Basically, they're at this point they're hogs now. So just showing you guys the status of Crybaby. And then I'm on a cheap Android right now, so we're just filming it right here. And then as you can see, the heat lamp is giving us that offsetting red color like we're on Mars or somewhere. So no, we're not raising piglets on Mars, at least not yet anyway. So we're still here on Earth. It's just that this light is giving us this eerie color. But I will start doing some videos of Crybaby without the heat lamp on her and with a better phone and camera. That way we can see her true colors and various things of that nature, because I'm going to breed with her, but I'm thinking she's more than likely going to be, she'll produce meat pigs, but I think she's going to throw some show pigs out there. Maybe she's not a show pig, but I think maybe she you heard her say something when I said she's not a show pig, so maybe she is a show pig. But for sure I know she will throw some show pigs, especially if we put her with some of the genetics that we've already built upon. So hey, anyway, I just want to show you guys a little bit of the progression of Crybaby, and then we'll do some more timelines and genealogies and different things of that nature. But again, just the introduction to her really accepting the gruel, first day of general accepting of the gruel. Y'all stay positive. Y'all stay productive. Remember, local elections are more important than national elections, but dollars are stronger than votes. They won't stop until we stop them. Liberation comes at a cost. Who's willing to pay for it?